Hey, so I'm making this video to respond to a YouTube comment of a guy who asked me how he can hook up a car audio equalizer in his house. So here I have a Nakamichi 7-band EQ. This is typically something you put in the car. And I used it inside my house, and of course, there wasn't any documentation on how to do this when I did it. I just did it based off of some simple electronics knowledge. But I also am fully aware that not everybody would just be able to figure it out like that. So I'm here to show you guys how to do it. So when you get this, when you get this EQ, there's going to be a wiring diagram here. It says battery, remote, and ground, okay? And it's going to correspond to this little plug that they give you to plug it into. The plug might look a little bit different, maybe not look exactly like this one, but it's going to give you a little plug to plug it in here, right? Battery, remote, ground. The only thing you're going to want to do at this point is buy yourself a 12-volt 1-amp power supply, or if you can find the data sheet for this guy or just a product description, it should tell you how much voltage it's expecting and how much amperage. It's for car audio, so it's typically usually expecting somewhere between 11 point something and 14 to 15, maybe 16 on a good day volts. So that's what you're going to want to do. Someone's V8 is driving past. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to look at the input voltage it's expecting, and you're going to want to buy a power supply that fits that. Here, I have a 12-volt 1-amp power supply. I got this off Amazon. And the one that I bought came with this female connector. Now, you don't actually need this. What you can do is you can cut this wire and strip it. You're going to strip it, and you're going to have two leads. You're going to have a black, and you're going to have a red, negative and positive. And you're going to hook up the negative to the ground on the plug, and you're going to hook up the positive to the remote and the power, because you need to jump the remote cable. Of course, because, well, this thing is expecting a remote signal from a head unit to turn itself on. Now, if you have a home car audio system already, you can hook this up to the power supply that you have powering your head unit, or the one that you have powering your amplifier. You just need to jump it over to this guy. And if you hook up the remote that you already have running to that, then you should be able to turn this thing on and off using that system as well. But the way I have mine hooked up, for instance, I don't have a remote cable. This thing is on whenever it's plugged in. But the way that I manage that is that I have it plugged into an AV receiver, which has switched power outputs on the back. So let me show you guys how I have this hooked up here. So this is my AVR. I have two, but both of these have the exact same feature. It's just that one's plugged into the other one. And if we look to the back of this guy, we will see this little plug here, and that's exactly where I plugged this in, okay? So I'm going to assume you know how to hook up one of these EQs, but if you don't, let me show you. So you're going to have your input and you're going to have your output. You can either use this main input or you can use the aux input. I use the aux input so I can control the gain going out of it, the output voltage. And you're going to want to plug where your speakers are into the output. And you're going to want to plug the output that used to go directly to your speakers into the aux in or the main in, depending on which one you want to use. Now, this is just working as a middleman to control everything between your head unit, or in this case, AV receiver, and your speakers. And now that I have that plugged in, the second, let me put this down here to show you. The instant that I turn this on, oh, did I not plug it in? I did plug it in. Why is it not working? Hold on a minute. Did I break something? There we go. Let's try that one more time. I didn't have it plugged in properly. The instant that I turn this on, this turns on as well. And this has a little power light on it. And that's it. That's how you hook up your car audio equalizer. Now, I know sometimes I tend to miss some points in my videos, and I'm fully aware of that, which is why I tend to watch the comment section very hard, because I don't ever want to make a video that's not helpful enough and then neglect the questions that are being asked in the comments. So if there's anything I wasn't clear about, then you can go ahead and ask, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And other than that, you take